Elma's a little shy, right? This one's a bit shy, but all right. Elma, Beldina, and Height. Heures? Heures. Ćoralići.
So what's happening?
What this is all about is when we went to we took the soccer team to Rome, Italy, to play a couple soccer matches in Rome, and one of the things that the Italian Olympic Committee gave to us were 3 tracksuits that they wanted presented to the some children here in Bosnia. So what we've done is arranged to have 3 of the children here of some of the workers here, our local civilian workers here in camp, to come to have a bit of a lunch with us, and we'll present them to them just as a gesture, and we'll send the pictures back to the Olympic Committee in Italy to say that, you know, here's what we've done and here's where your tracksuits have gone that they've so graciously donated, and just to make sure that that happens and give them a bit of a nice day in the camp, have a bit of a lunch here with us and get to meet some of the team members. So can you help us here with some translations? I know Major Barr is pretty good.
No, it's okay. You go ahead.
What we're going to do is, if you'd like to do, is present to the children tracksuits that come from the people of Italy. If you can, I guess a little bit at a time.
Do I have to tell them that?
Yeah, I don't.
Please.
Kažu da žele da predstave vam trenerke koje su došle iz Italije, da vam pokažu.
And this is from, they were given to us, the soccer team, by 2 small children, about the same ages. And they asked us to give that to you and bring back pictures to say that it's from them to review.
Oni su to dobili od djece koje su isto tako malena kao vi i zamolili su i da vama donesu da vam poklone trener.
I think this one, because this one will probably fit you.
Beldina.
This is Beldina. This is the large one. This one is for you. That is for you.
Heures or Elma?
I think this is for Elma. I think that one's probably for Elma. Elma, this is for you.
David.
To je za tebe, Elma.
This is put the jackets on.
A ovo je za tebe.
Yeah. Would they be able to put the jackets on to get some pictures?
Evo ćete moći obući ove gornje dijelove da uslikaju vas. Možete da vam pomoći.
We're a little shy here. Can I help?
Can I help? Yeah.
Može li pomoći? Nek pomoći.
Because you probably imagine it's still pretty strange to come in here to see a bunch of people in uniforms and this sort of thing, because soldiers, that aren't fighting. I mean, soldiers, by and large, in the last few years, just don't have a really good reputation that way. Well, there's jackets in here.
Dobar dan.
I'll put their jackets in the bags.
It's almost perfect. Well,
yeah. Grease. What we've got for the children is we have a bit of a lunch party for them over in our kitchen. We'll take them over. Okay, would you like to go over? Just for the picture. Can you just tell her just for the picture?
You're gonna give me a bag and you're gonna take it away.
Hey, look over here.
Look.
Gledaj u njega.
Got it.
What they think of their new present.
Želim da pita vas šta mislite o vašim novim poklonima? Hajde, što je od drago.
Yes.
Yes. She says she's very happy because she got the present.
Did they have a tracksuit before?
Da li ste prije imali ovako nešto? Da li ste prije imali trenerke?
Da.
Yes.
Okay. What does she think? What do they all think of these Canadian people?
Šta misliš o ovim Kanađanima ovdje, o ovim ljudima ovdje? Šta misliš, jesu strašni ili su? Nisu, su dobri.
Yes.
She thinks you are good people.
Good people.
Yeah.
Okay. That's right. Tell her I think she looks very, very pretty in her tracksuit.
Kaže da on misli da ste veoma lijepi i slatko u svojoj trenerci.
Puno lijepo.
Very good. Well, I guess that's about it.
How old are you? Koliko godina imaš?
11.
She's 11. And then, koliko ti godina imaš?
5.
He's 5 and older? She's also 5. They will wear the new.
Okay. That's good. Okay, thank you.
Hvala. Ciao.
Okay, next up.
What else do you have?
Heads up.
So what? You make them an omelet.
You guys don't have to take off Okay. Bon appétit. Triathlon.
Not us. The Italians.
They'll be busy debriefing Chris. They'll be busy briefing Chris on what's going on.
Not gonna say a word, just tell her shot. There you go. Same way I got it.
got there, I said, you guys wouldn't be free with productions, would you? Then you can go.
The worst thing is spaghetti, eh? Mother's worst nightmare.
Sweet.
When we leave here, we'll put the track suits on to cover all the spaghetti.
Yeah. Treba pomoć da ti sjeće.
Okay. This in a few years. This is my wife doing it for me.
He's getting practice for when he goes back to Canada.
He hopes not.
No, I guess not. That would be a bad thing.
Yours is a little bit older, that's right.
My wife's been known to have to do this for me.
Just like being dad back home?
Yeah. Well, I haven't had to do this in a few years, so. If I ever said I had to do this for my son, he'd probably shoot me.
You don't mind doing this now, do you?
Oh, this is great.
So guys, just tell me how you built this fine looking piece of kit.
What's that?
Just tell me how you folks came around and building this really fine piece of kit.
Well, we were here all about 3 weeks or so like that when we first got here in January. And Donnie's idea, he wanted to build a swing and stuff, and I was like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, he'll forget about it and it'll never happen. And then one night he was out here, I heard him sawing. So I come outside to see what he was doing, and he started building this, so I gave him a hand. And it only took about 2 days and it was all done.
Yes, it's very eloquent, very romantic, almost like back home, eh?
Yeah.
You can take a picture of your wife and swing with her.
Yeah.
Little peace of mind, little release. It's good to go. Gentlemen? Yeah.
So you guys have been out here almost 6 months now. You've obviously seen a lot of changes in what the camp was like and what the surrounding area is like. Perhaps you can enlighten me.
Well, the camp when we first got here, all these buildings here weren't here. The only original line was these line of trailers. They used to go all the way to the road over there. And those trailers over there used to come down, and then all this other stuff was basically in here. It formed like an alcove right in here. The kitchen tent wasn't here or nothing. And it was fairly messy, but it wasn't too bad. Like, there wasn't much snow or nothing. It was quite a change from Canada. Nice and warm and no jackets and all that good stuff. Yes, I don't know, as for the countryside, it was kind of strange. I went on leave and everything was still dead and nothing, and 3 weeks later I come back and it was totally what you see here. Vegetation everywhere, everything. And I know when we first got here, there wasn't many people at all. Like, we'd go through towns, there was nobody in there. It was really quiet. Now they've been repaving the roads, there's people everywhere, and the houses are being rebuilt, and it's really nice to see.
Seeing a lot of changes that way?
Yes. Children starting to play in the fields, playing soccer and basketball. When we first got here in January, there's none of that. Towns were deserted. And they're coming back in, they're rebuilding. It's really nice to see. Going back to school, that sort of thing. And market squares where they actually have vegetables, which apparently they didn't have since 1990 or 91. So it's been a long time for them, long haul. It's good to see that it's coming around.
So you find it rather satisfying to see the kind of work you folks have been doing here?
Yeah, I'm satisfied with what we've done. There's a long way to go, but we got a good base down now anyway. So we got a good start.
We've been fortunate enough to, we haven't been confined to this camp. Like, we've laid line in all the other Canadian camps here, so at least we've gotten to get out and seen other countrysides and stuff like that. We've been to Sarajevo and Zagan and Cluj and Ljubija and Velika Kladusa, so there's quite a bit of traveling involved, and I don't know, it's been a good experience. We haven't had any problems with anything. I don't know, seems all right. Everyone was, when we were doing the training and stuff, was a little paranoid about, because I've never been on a UN tour or any deployment before, so I was a little nervous of roadblocks and checkpoints and stuff like this, but there hasn't been anything like that, so it's been a positive experience.
Good. What's your favorite memories? All three of you, if you have some favorite memories about this place, what will it be?
That's a good one.
I don't even know.
That's a good question.
It's kind
I
of
still
just
haven't
a,
decided yet. I'm a short timer here. I got here in the end of March. So everything you see here was here when I got here. They had already done all the hard stuff. So I'll be here till October, and until then I won't come up with what my favorite memories are. Still got a few more months to go.
I don't really know. It's the whole experience, the good, the bad, everything. It all boils down to it's just a positive experience. It was worth it. It was nice to come. I'd do it again.
Heck of a job.
Yeah, it's interesting though. It's not monotonous in any way. It's not 8 to 5. You do what you have to do. That's about it.
And yourself?
My work, I've become a lot more confident in what I do, but see, probably the best times I've had was on the 96-hour pass. We just went out and seen the countryside and beautiful things, and that's probably one of the most things that will stick out in my mind in the future when I think back, is the good times.
Setting it up. Was Ward Bendel still out there? No, he's back in the office. You want him? No, I'll go get him. For this truck. Well, I got one on this truck for this trip. Yeah. It's not part of the trip. All right. Oh, that's why. I just wanted to be sure. You didn't get the fucking little needle hoo-ha. Well, it's right there. Well, that's gonna be the needle hoo-ha? Yeah, it's gonna be the needle. It should be alright though if the nail's right through. This one we got. That's the ground. We're gonna have to use a chain.
Now, maybe you can tell me a little bit what it means to you being out here on this mission for the last 5 months.
What it means to me? Well, it means that not only did I make a lot of money, but I find that when I first got here, I didn't know what to expect. We knew we were coming over as a peace to implement the peace plan. I've seen quite a large difference in the last 5 months, which I feel very good about. The crops are in, they're being harvested, unlike last year or the last 3 or 4 years. So I know there's quite a big difference there. I've talked to some of my soldiers that have deployed here before, and they have seen a significant difference in just the local populace, how they're treated and such. So I believe we're doing something that we did expect. We didn't know how well it would go along, and I believe the peace plan is actually going off very well.
So you see a good future here, a positive future for the people?
From my level, I do. However, that's obviously from my level, and I'm just a major.
What got you interested in the Canadian Forces?
I joined the Royal Canadian Army Cadets in 1976 through a friend of mine. He got me interested in it. I always wanted to join the military, but he sort of put me on the path through the Army Cadets. I deployed to Vernon Army Cadet Camp, which I spent 5 years working my way through the different courses into the junior NCO, and then as an officer, and then I joined the military right after.
And what do you think was been one of the strongest lessons? What's been the greatest lesson learned about being a cadet?
About being a cadet, years ago, I probably the largest area that I've gained out of that is probably the camaraderie. Camaraderie, a big thing. When you show up at cadet camp, you show up there not knowing exactly where you're going, what you're doing. You're a young fella. You deploy there, and you want to know basically, where mom and dad is. And by the end of the camp, you don't want to go home because all your friends are there. You grow together. Esprit de corps. That's where I learned about esprit de corps. And it's still, to this day, camaraderie and esprit de corps are some of the largest or the biggest things in my life in the military. I find that in all of my deployments. This is my 3rd deployment. I see that the soldiers that are with me on taskings or operations grow with you in the professional way and as friends. And I see that that happened way back when I was a cadet and cadet leader course, and all the way through.
Terrific. So you have fond memories about Vernon?
Oh, excellent memories about Vernon. I can go on and on about Vernon if you really want me to. We don't have the time, unfortunately. A lot of my friends from Vernon Army Cadet Camp I run into in the military, in the regular force here. And this is, 15 years later. I'm still running into them on a day-to-day basis. There's always someone that comes up to remember me. I was so-and-so. Unfortunately, I don't remember their names, but I remember their faces. And we can discuss things and talk about mutual friends and find out where people are. And I know where quite a lot of the old 1976, 1977 crew actually are right now. You keep in contact with these guys. As I say, it goes back to camaraderie, friendship, esprit de corps. You go through tough challenges, and as a young cadet, and you remember those days.
So your name is?
Private Meharg.
Okay, you're with the...
I'm with 2 RCR, Royal Canadian Regiment. We're stationed in Gagetown. Right now we're working out of Camp Maple Leaf down in Cluj.
You're in Bosnia.
In Bosnia.
Now you were a cadet, were you?
Yeah, I was cadet for about 5 years.
Terrific.
Out in BC, out of Chilliwack. I was with the Engineer Cadet Corps out there for about 5 years, and I did about 2 or 3 years in Vernon and a year in Banff for summer camps.
What years were you in Vernon?
Oh, geez, it's hard to say. It was before 1990. It was 89, 87, around there. So it was a good time. Excellent training for a kid.
What do you think one of the greatest lessons you learned from Vernon is that's with you?
Probably discipline and teamwork. As a kid growing up, you're going through a lot of different things with your body and your mind. You don't know where you have a place to fit in. The cadets gives you that direction that you need. And I find that a lot of guys that come out of cadets either join the Reg Force or go on into law enforcement or any job, and they're really successful in what they do because that cadets gives you that the discipline and the direction, and it gives you the confidence that you need to carry on in the outside world. So it's really great training.
Terrific. What about the camaraderie?
It's great because there's no better place to get to know somebody than working 6 weeks slugging it out, running around and everything like that as a cadet, and even in the Army, and it really brings you together as a team. And some of my best friends, like I got 3 friends in the world, and they're all ex-cadets, and they're in the military now. We're close friends, and you'll never lose that as long as you live. So it's good to go.
Terrific. Well, tell me what's it been like here for the last 6 months.
When we first got here, it was cold, damp stuff. The roads were really bad. Getting used to the driving conditions over here. The roads are very narrow, and some of the drivers in this country are, maniacs. So we had that to contend with. A lot of drives with chains and whatnot, long drives, which slowed us down because you go so fast with chains. That kind of thing. Once the weather got better, it was a lot better to drive in, and we were used to it by then, and the roads were dry. The weather has been comparable to Canada. know.
Do you find it that there's improvements here in the way people are living, civilians?
Yes, yes. In the local areas have gone through. You can see where they're rebuilding their houses and their businesses, cleaning up the towns that were damaged during the war. People seem happy that we're here. A lot of the kids practically break their necks running out to the road to wave to us as we drive by. So I think they're pretty happy that we're here, and living conditions have improved greatly.
Terrific. Anything else you'd like to tell me about being out here?
Well, it's a good chance to see a different part of the world. It opens your eyes to how good we have it in Canada, and you know, I just wish some people who complain about living conditions in Canada could come over here and see how the people here live, and see how lucky they have it back home.
Private Mclaren, where are you from?
Red Deer, Alberta.
Terrific. And so what does it mean to you being out here on this mission?
It's good. It gives me a chance to see what's really happening out here, get a feel for it than just what you get from the media. Interact with some people, and it gives you a lot of experience helping the military. It's good.
How do you feel the people have changed here in the last 6 months since you've been here?
They're starting to get out of this war that they've been in for 3.5 years, trying to get back into the civilian side, living a normal life, I guess you could say. Getting back into the function of building up businesses and homes, going to school again, getting out, traveling a little bit for what they can. So I think it's good for them. It's been hard. It's been a hard transition, but they seem to be doing fairly well.
So you're seeing a lot of rebuilding of homes?
A lot of rebuilding, homes, businesses popping up. Schools are growing again. Everyone's going back to school. So it's been slowly moving over to the civilian side instead of going to war all the time.
Now on to a different subject here. You were in cadets when you were a kid?
I was in for just over 5 years.
Good. Did that have any influence in your joining the forces?
Well, it helped me a lot. It gave me a background. I had an idea of what I was getting into. Knew a lot of friends that were in already. So it's helped me a great deal.
Terrific. And what's been one of the overriding factors about cadets that's carried on in the forces?
Well, the camaraderie for sure. Now I have friends all over Canada and even some in Europe. Get to meet a lot of people, so it's been a big help. It's helped me in the military career, give me a bit of a basis to work on, and give me a little bit of an up than what other people just coming in from the civilian side have been doing.
So it was quite effective, was it?
Oh, very, very effective, definitely.
Terrific. What cadet camps did you go to when you were a kid?
I was in Vernon, BC for 2 years, Banff for a year, and I was in Germany in 1989 with 3 RCRs at Cadet Exchange.
So how did you find the cadet camps?
Really good. Hard work, hard on discipline, but you get to meet a lot of people, make a lot of friends, have a good time, get out of Alberta and travel different places throughout Canada, so it was really enjoyable.